Should I start on 13 or should I just
Try.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, probably just start at 13.
Okay.
So it says A is at 0, 0, B is at 6, 3. We're supposed to find
Do you want to grab paper?
well, the point that's halfway between. You guys have any ideas? No, it's not graphing. What point? How do we find the point that's halfway between those two?
Midpoint formula?
Okay, we could.
Or we could.
What if okay, midpoint formula would work, but what if they said, instead of a third, or a half, what if they said a third?
Then we do the midpoint formula between the two midpoints.
Could you just find the distance and
Okay, so you just find a vector from here to here. So going from 0, 0 to 6, 3, how far are we moving in the x direction?
6.
6.
6.
And then 3.
And then 3,
3.
right? That's kind of dumb, but later on these will be different numbers, so we gotta, like if this was 1, 2, for example, then how far are we going in the x direction? 5. How far are we going in the y direction? 1. So
Is this even a vector, or is this just like...
well, you can think of it as vectors, yeah. So
wait, so you just do half
together
there
and
since
divide
it's
by 2?
no, that's to find the mid. That would be the midpoint.
So lines.
Well,
But it says
which
half
is
of the
kind
way
of what we're
around.
doing.
If it asks for
okay.
half,
So if we were going a third of the way, you can just multiply both of these by a third.
we find
If we're going halfway, yes, you just
So you
Divide
could
it
just modify
Yes.
the midpoint
So it's
formula.
3 and then
3
1.5.
and 1.5.
oh, wait, okay.
And that's the answer?
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
Of 13?
13.
Isn't 13?
I changed these numbers.
So you would normally multiply them both and then add them?
So I found out how far is it from here to here, 6 and 3, and then
Uh-huh.
we just want to go halfway. So what's half of?
Oh, okay. So do you do the same thing on 14, but just by, like, times it
A fourth.
5.25?
Yeah. So from A to B, how far is it going in the x direction on number 14? 4. And how much is it moving in the y direction?
8? No,
Negative 8.
negative 8.
So it's 4, negative 8, and you multiply both of those by a fourth. Good Chick-fil-A. Was it worth it? Was the speech worth the Chick-fil-A?
I
It
didn't
wasn't
think
Chick-fil-A, it was McAllister's and it was gross.
This is lunch because there's vegetables. Disgusting.
So you
Okay.
had to get the Chick-fil-A yourself? Or you
No,
Sure.
Nicole had it.
The
I was
choir
gonna say,
had it
I'm sure
because we
your
were
dad
watching.
got it or something. Okay, on 15, same thing. How far is it moving when you're going from 7 to 2?
5.
Negative 5. Going down 5. And then how far is it moving from negative 2 to 8?
Positive 10.
Positive 10. If you weren't sure, like, how far is it from negative 2 to 8, you could do 8 minus negative 2. Is 10. Anyway, and we're supposed to go 4/5 of this. You guys know what 4/5 of negative 5 is?
Negative 4.
Maybe if I had the Casio calculator.
God forbid we use another calculator.
Then 8.
Because there is no other calculator.
Nope.
Multiply fraction. All right, number 17. How far is it from negative 7 to negative 1? Kind of tricky.
What did it say
Plus
again?
6. Plus 6.
Positive 6. How far is it from negative 4 to negative 1?
3.
3. And we want to go 3/5. Uh-oh, that's not going to work pretty. They put, so 3/5 times 6 doesn't really reduce well. You could do,
3.6.
it's 6 over 1 times that is 18 over 5. Let's do that.
Do they want it in fractions?
They put, well, yeah, they didn't really, oh wait, something's wrong. Mm-mm-mm. 6 3/5 of the way. Yeah, they don't want the vector. My bad. I thought
Vector.
okay, what they want, let me finish this one actually. We're gonna still need this. 3 times 3/5 is 9/5. They want the point that is 4/5 of the way. So let's see if there's an easier way to do this than what we already done. Hold on.
Wait, so we're doing all that wrong?
No, I mean this is kind of, we need this to kind of find the answer, but at least think if there's an easier way. No, I can't think of one. Okay, so I'll just draw the picture for this one and then I'll probably have to do it again. So on number 15, it was 7, -2. 1, 2, 7, -2. So we're going from here to 8. Gosh darn it. So just use your imagination. It's gone from like 7, -2 to 8 or whatever, way up there. And we were supposed to go 4/5 of the way. So we need the point that's right there. So basically what we found is to go from here to here, you have to move left 4 and up 8. Okay, but to find what this point is, we need to move left 4 and up 8 from this point. Does that make sense? This point was the starting point, 7, -2.
When did we have 7 -2?
So basically, this is number 15. I'm back to 15.
Okay.
13 we don't need to change because we started at 0, 0. What we found was the vector length, like -4, 8. But what we needed, what they really wanted was what point is like 4/5 of the way, so what point's right there. So we need to move left 4 and up 8. In other words, just add -4, 8 to this guy, the starting point.
Wait, where'd you, oh wait.
3, 6.
I'm using our answer from before and just adding it to the starting point on this one. So yeah, it's 3, 6.
For 15?
Trying to think, is there an easier way? I don't think there is. Can't think of one.
Wait, so you just can't,
You have to subtract to find the difference. You have to multiply by 4/5 and add that back to it. Yeah, that's, I can't think of an easier way. So 3, 6 is the actual answer.
wait, so why can't you just multiply it by 3/5?
Okay, so what we did, oh yeah, no, it's 4/5 on this one. When you multiply by 3/5, you're basically finding the vector, like how far you have to go in that direction. But we need to add that back to the beginning to find what point.
So add it back to
That
the
gets-
original, like
Yeah,
the
add
A.
it back to the original. So on number 17, we need to add this back to the starting
Does that mean we did 13 wrong too?
point A, which was negative.
Wait, so was 15 3, 6? Oh,
You might want a calculator for this one. What's that added together?
Does that mean 13 and 14 are wrong now?
You add them together?
Did we do 14?
we did 13.
Well, we did
13 is right because the starting point was 0, 0, 0, so it doesn't matter. Did anybody plug this in yet?
Yep.
Wasn't it that came with her fancy calculator? Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave her
Yeah.
nothing.
Yep. I'm in protest. I'm on strike.
No, that's right.
Right as they came out, I knew.
Negative 17 over
There's something about the
5
air
for
here that
first
just
one.
makes Brady crack.
Plus
He gets emotional about the calculator.
negative 11 over 5.
Dang it. I think I'd have this smart board down by now, but. That was 6. Okay, 21.
What's with vector?
We're learning about it.
It's from just
These
different.
quote-
I'm with it, yeah.
Well, okay, why'd you ask them?
Bun.
Yeah, but does he say it like that all the time?
Bun.
I don't know, but I do.
Is that
But
from
like
a
aggressive.
movie or something?
Just-
It's from like one of Talking Tom's best friends.
I still have no idea what you're talking about. You're speaking English right now. Suppose that a 50, this is 21. Suppose that a child in a wagon by pulling a rope that makes a 60-degree angle with the ground. Okay, 60-degree angle. If the pulling force is 40 pounds in the direction of the rope, so 40 is, so this is a physics problem. So we'll just put that as 40 in the direction of the rope. Give the horizontal and vertical components of the force.
Are you gonna do 22 with us?
Okay, horizontal, vertical.
The top angle is 30 degrees. The bottom
Yeah,
angle
we
is
don't
90.
need that though.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we could use, if you guys remember special triangles, we could use it, but
Oh, side, 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 angle, angle,
okay,
side.
definitely not.
I thought that was a special triangle.
No, that's how you prove triangles are congruent.
That's proof, Spanny.
Okay, anyways. Any ideas?
I gave you my idea.
Yeah, let's be
Just do
tough.
it.
What is
Not a trick question.
30, 60, 90.
Well, you can use 30, 60, 90, or what else?
1, 2 square root of 3.
Yeah, it is 1, 2 squared of 3, you guys. Okay, if you don't remember it, you might not remember this either, you could use trigonometry to find missing stuff. But, do you guys know what I should be using the special triangles?
Wait, 20.
Adjacent over hypotenuse would be cosine of
It's
60.
20.
Yeah.
And how about y?
Square root
3 square root of
60.
Yeah. Okay, never mind,
How?
we'll do trigonometry. Here,
How do we get 20?
I'll remind you here.
20. Mhm.
I don't think you guys memorized it very well because I didn't make you do it on that chapter. This is the ratio.
Is that not square root of 60 then?
No.
it's square.
This is square root of 3 times bigger than the short leg.
So if it was 20.
Yeah, so it'd be 20 square root of 3.
20 square root
They don't multiply.
Uh,
So, okay, if you don't remember that, which I'm kind of doubting you guys will, so you can do relative to 60, we got adjacent and
And
hypotenuse.
hypotenuse.
So that's cosine. So cosine of 40, or 60, sorry, equals adjacent over hypotenuse. That ringing a bell? And how do we solve that for x?
Times by 4.
Yeah, times by 40. Plug that in the calculator, cosine 60 times 40. And we should get, we kind of already said, spill the beans on this one. 20 pounds of force in the horizontal direction. How much in the vertical? You could do Pythagorean theorem at this point.
20 square root
20 squared, yeah, I'm gonna cheat. You can do Trig to figure this one out too, but 20 squared 3.
How'd you know it's 20 square root?
Because special triangles right here.
Oh, okay.
Or you could do a trig problem. Or you could do Pythagorean theorem. Yeah. That was A, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. these two guys.
Baby review.
B. Which component, horizontal or vertical, moves the Which component, horizontal or vertical, moves the wagon across the ground?
horizontal.
Kind of a dumb question. I probably shouldn't say that. But yeah, just remember, like the horizon looks like this, right? So sometimes people get those confused. So vertical would be the other one. Horizontal. Let's spit on the book. If the rope made Okay. If the rope made a 50-degree angle with the ground rather better than a 60 with the wagon pull easier,
Easier.
or harder?
Easier,
Why?
because it's lower to the ground.
Yeah, because most of your force would be in the horizontal, right?
Yeah.
Instead of like pulling up one way. Easier.
See, you didn't have to use my special calculator for that, no.
More force
You just had to use your special brain.
would be in the horizontal. So if you guys ever took a physics class, it's kind of like that.
I like physics, but I like basic physics.
That is basic physics.
That's what I'm saying. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
But anything like once you get to like the weird numbers. and
Yeah, physics can also mean like this is how the universe works with like atoms and light and all this kind of stuff.
stuff, light is weird.
Yeah, we don't really get it.
No, you don't. Some random dude could say something random about light, and they're
Nobody can contradict
The
them.
second one on
nobody can
18 is
contradict
3,
it.
right?
Huh?
Second one on 18 is